Set for action. Gates open, off and racing. Shamus to miss the start clearly. One of the first to get going. Knock on Heaven's Door. The stablemate Masterly from the inside gathering speed. Right there as well, riding the speed early on. Miss Valmalenko back there fourth. Caporetto ahead of Lipstick Jungle. Further back came Mr. Kissinger. And a long margin Tribal Ruler outside of Shamister, leaving the 800 mark behind them. Knock on Heaven's Door. Found the fence and leads the way from the favourite, Miss Valmalenko. Masterly over on the inside, box seating up there in third spot, beautifully placed at the 600 Caporetto. A length and a half to Lipstick Jungle, Mr. Kissinger down on its inside, and then a gap to further back Shamister, and back with it as well Tribal Ruler, nearing the 400 metre mark, and Knock on Heaven's Door being ridden along as they turn for home. A length in front of Miss Valmalenko. Caporetto coming around its heels, moving up stylishly, and then Lipstick Jungle to the outside, Mr. Kissinger back behind those. Masterly finding a bit of space near the fence, and here's Tribal Ruler coming right down the middle from well off them. Tribal Ruler goes up, grabs the lead from Lipstick Jungle, and Tribal Ruler comes away. Tribal Ruler at big odds has won from Lipstick Jungle. Third Caporetto. Miss Valmalenko didn't offer much, held fourth though from Mr. Kissinger. A gap Masterly who dropped out after getting that rails run. Shamister's back with it, and then the pacemaker Knock on Heaven's Door who rounded them all up. Number 8, Tribal Ruler Sean O'Donnell, first up here for trainer Phil McLeod at $41 SP, but if you've played the tote, you'll be on even better terms. 54.50 and 8.70. Major upset result on return Tribal Ruler, and coming from a long way off the pace to beat Lipstick Jungle Luke Campbell and Caporetto Chris Parnham. Miss Valmalenko, she just struggled after being there close enough to them on the turn, but dropped out over the concluding stages. The winner is by King's Troop out of Tribal Secret for Mrs. K. McLeod, prepared by Phil McLeod. Sean O'Donnell aboard, and proving too good for Lipstick Jungle by I'm All the Talk, Russell Stewart, Luke Campbell, and third placing number 5 Caporetto by Rommel, Chris Parnham, Neville Parnham. 1:10.90. The time for the event, 1:10.90. So in the class, it's been a fairly solidly run affair. A length and a quarter by 1 length the margins, and they finished off the race in 35.38. So been a little while between drinks for Tribal Ruler. 568 days since the gelding last saluted the judge, and it makes it a winning return here today at very big odds. Race 4. The feature event will be the running of the listed Old Comrade Stakes. Only a field of 5 to do battle in this year's edition over the metric mile at 1:41. In the meantime, we can take you back to Lockie Taylor joining us in the winners' enclosure. And that's somewhere that Tribal Ruler hasn't been for some time, Lock.
You can say that again, some 568 days since he last saluted the judge, but he gets the job done here. First up, no trial, as Phil McLeod joins you now. Phil, congratulations on the win. First up, no trial. What are your expectations coming into this afternoon?
Well, I thought if he could be close enough. Last time he was here, he ran 34.2. So I said to O'Donnell, you know, like if we can run, you know, 37 in the first 6 and come home in, you know, 33, 34, so he'd be right in it. You know, it's only a class 3, and last time he raced here, he ran 34.2, which was the second fastest 600 of the day, and there was a couple of group races just before Christmas. So he was so relaxed that every time we relax like that, they just come out and do their thing, you know.
Last preparation, he only had the 2 starts despite finding the line really well. Why was that the case?
Well, unfortunately on Christmas Eve, he developed cellulitis, which is a life-threatening problem. So we had to nurse him through that. And there's a slight shoeing problem, but that's, you know, we fixed that up and here we are.
So I dare say, reading between the lines, that you might have had something on at the 40-1.
Yeah, the strapper's had something on, I've had something on. I think the wife's had something on, and I think the family's had something on. So they're all coming back to my place because it's Good Friday. and so it should be a good family night.
Can upgrade the fish tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There's Phil McLeod after the win of Tribal Ruler. First up, no trial, gets the job done as the outsider of the field. It's certainly a surprise to us, Michael, but doesn't sound like it was a surprise if you were in the inner sanctum.
No, Red Emperor tonight for sure, getting the upgrade there. A couple of little scallops on the side, maybe a bit of crayfish, but well done to Phil. I personally couldn't foresee this horse going as well as what he did first up. He's never been a fresh horse, so clearly he's come back really well this time in following that spell. I'll be interested to get a word from Sean McDonnell on how he felt the race was run there as well. It looked as though they bunched at the corner. He was in the right place at the right time and was able to get this horse to let down accordingly. Sean's also aboard Ollie's Choice in the upcoming feature race, the Old Comrade Stakes. I wonder whether Ollie's Choice is a horse they could take up the running, because it does look a 5-horse field that is completely devoid of any natural speed. But first things first, Sean, 50-1, first up, no trial. Were you expecting that?
Had no idea. Phil said he has run the fastest 600 here once upon a time before, fresh, so couldn't keep up early, excuse me. But then he went into another gear about the half mile and just tacked on. I thought, getting a good cut up here, and I haven't had to spend a penny. If he can hit the line good, then yeah, he did that.
Looked as though the field is bunched up at the right time, turning for home too, so you were right place, right time.
Yeah, absolutely. They crowded together, so I wasn't too far off them. So credit to the horse and to Phil, no trial. He said he'll go good, but I don't know if he thought he'd go that good, but hey, we'll take the win. It was fantastic.
Feature race, Old Comrade Stakes comes up next. You've been aboard Ollie's Choice lately. It's only a 5-horse field, no speed. Is he one horse that could take up the running?
Yeah, he most probably will. I don't think we'd like to, but he can get on the chewy a little bit, so we'll just play it by ear. But geez, 5 runners, he could finish. He can do anything, this horse, when he switches on. So fingers crossed for the connections. They've been good to me, so yeah, and love to the wife.
Best of luck.
Thanks, Michael.
There's Sean O'Donnell. He combines with Phil McLeod and Tribal Ruler to take out race 3 here at Ascot. Don't go anywhere, because after a short break, we'll be back with Riley Morgan to preview race 1 of 6 at Kalgoorlie.